The video you're about to watch was uploaded yesterday, but then I quickly took it down. There's so many things that I wish I would have done differently in this video. I don't know about you, but I hate looking stupid and I hate sounding stupid and I hate being on camera. But I'm not on camera just to be on camera. I'm on camera to share my business journey to help others in their own journey. Not only was I eating candy that turned my tongue and teeth orange, but I cried like a little baby boy. 20 minutes after I uploaded it, I told my wife, I'm taking this down. I look stupid. I'm embarrassed. I didn't have my ice cream light that I wanted to be in the video, and a million other reasons why I don't want this video online. But the story I tell is part of who I am. Stories can be more than just entertainment. They can be healing and helpful to others, and that's what I want to do on this channel. So no matter how stupid I might look and how inarticulate I might be, I'm just gonna post this video. So enjoy. A little over 10 years ago, when I first moved to Georgia, I had this jacket. I would wear this jacket all the time. I would wear it in spring, in summer, winter. Didn't matter what season. I understand it's a little crazy to be wearing a jacket in the summer when it's Georgia, super hot, super humid, but I did it anyway. And for me, it was okay. Most places were air conditioned, so it didn't really bother me. But I did catch some flack for it. I was made fun of in a lighthearted way, you know, from people I knew, and I kind of just brushed it off. I don't really get offended too easily. But what they didn't know is the story behind this jacket, why I wore this jacket all the time, even though it seemed a little weird, strange, obsessive, whatever. This was more than just a jacket to me. This was memories. My parents divorced when I was around 7 years old. My mom and dad met in Okinawa when my dad was in the military. And when they moved to the US, my mom had a hard time getting acclimated to the culture and hard time making friends. She didn't really speak English that well. She was really homesick. And I guess one day my mom told my dad that she wanted to go visit family in Japan. And so she did. She flew there. Little did he know, she wasn't planning on coming back. Now, he initially had offered to move us to Japan, but my mom said she wanted us to grow up in the US. We'd have a better life in the US. So we stayed there while she lived in Japan. And as a kid, it's kind of hard to grasp that. And it was tough, man. The first few years, she would send letters to me and my sister. We still have some of those letters. But as time passed, those letters became less frequent, and eventually they stopped coming. We didn't get presents from her on Christmas anymore. Communication just stopped. Fast forward to October 2012. It has been a long time since I've had any communication with my mom. I get a Facebook message from my mom's sister. She tells me that my mom has terminal cancer. They caught it at a really late stage and she can't get treatment for it. So my mom's sister and her family said, hey, we're gonna go to Japan. You should come with us if you're able to. Now at this time, I'm 22 years old. I'm working at a job where I can't really afford to go to Japan. And so initially I said, hey, I can't afford it and I can't take all this time off. I'm sorry. And a part of me was a little bitter and resentful that I haven't heard from my mom for years, and she wasn't even the one reaching out to me. And I don't know, I guess I was a little selfish, just thinking like, well, I don't really know her. What's the point? After I told my aunt and uncle, hey, I can't afford this plane trip, they offered to buy me the ticket. And so I took time off work and I flew with my sister and her boyfriend and we went. And it was bittersweet, man. Seeing my mom for the first time in 15 years, being able to hug her and talk to her and try to get to know her as best as I can before she passes. I had to deal with a lot of bitterness and resentment in my heart and just let it all go. Because this is my mom. No matter how not present she was in my life, no matter how many times she quote unquote failed me, she's still my mom and she's dying. And so it was one of the greatest times of my life and one of the saddest times of my life. So we went there in October, and 3 months later, when she started getting really bad, me and my sister flew out there again to go see her for a longer time. I think it was about 2 weeks. I still remember how strong my mom was despite being in so much pain. The reason why they actually caught it so late was because she didn't tell anybody about the pain that she was in, because she kind of like deals with that stuff on her own. But both times that I went there, I happened to be wearing this jacket pretty much the whole trip. Now, when I go through emotional highs and lows in life, I remember things. I remember certain songs. I remember what I was wearing. I remember all these things. There's nothing special about the jacket. It's just a regular lightweight jacket. But the difference was the memories that I made when I was wearing the jacket. Memories of my mom and the time that we spent together. We actually got to celebrate her birthday, which is December 20th, right before we left. 7 days after her birthday, we're back home. I get a call from my aunt. She says, your mom's gonna pass away. Even though she's heavily medicated, you can still talk to her. And so she hands the phone to my mom, and I tell her I love her, and I'm grateful for the time that we spent together. I'm not entirely sure if she even recognized my voice, but she made just like small little groans. And after that phone call, about 5 minutes later, she passed away. And a few years later, I'm wearing this jacket all the time because it reminds me of her. This is not to say anything bad about the people that made fun of me, because they were just poking fun. It was all lighthearted, you know, but it did inadvertently hurt me when I knew what this jacket meant to me and how I felt when I wore it. All that to say is maybe think twice before you tease somebody about, you know, what they're wearing or what they look like or whatever. And also, if you're on the other end receiving those teasing remarks or, you know, lighthearted or even mean-spirited bullying, I know this is kind of corny, but remember to be authentic to yourself, true to yourself, and don't worry about what other people are saying about what you're doing or what they think you should be doing. I replaced that jacket with Triple Cat Deluxe. Something I discovered recently, the logo, the very first logo that I made for Triple Cat Deluxe, the one I use for all my social media, I actually created that on my mom's birthday in 2016. And this company is my jacket now. People can dismiss me saying, oh, you make stupid stuff. Why would anyone want to buy this? I've gotten a lot of hate for the brand that I started, whether it's people think the designs are dumb, or they think some of the things I make are cringe. A million other reasons why they think my brand is stupid, my brand is dumb. And I've actually started leaning into that. That's where I came up with high quality dumb stuff, is when I kept getting made fun of or being called cringe, blah, blah, blah. I leaned into that. You know what? Call me stupid, call me dumb. I was able to create a successful brand using my background, my vulnerabilities, and my love for Japanese culture. And every time I design something, I think of my mom. I think of the time that we spent together. I think of the time I wish I would have gone to Japan. Nothing was holding me back from going to Japan. I could have gone so many times to go see her, to get to know her better. And I really wish she was here to see me and what I created. But she lives on in my memories, and I think of her every time I make something. And so when someone calls my brand stupid, or they think I'm just trying to make money, or that I'm not really sincere or whatever, I know that they don't know the whole story. This isn't just a brand to me, and I know what they think doesn't matter. It's about what it means to me. So if you want to do something and you're afraid of people making fun of you or afraid of getting bullied or whatever, maybe you should embrace those qualities in you. And maybe you should learn how to not take things so seriously too. It was kind of silly for me to wear a jacket in the summer. And you know what? My designs are a little dumb, and that's kind of the point. Anyway, my name is Blake. I'm the owner of Triple Cat Deluxe. This year marks the 6th year of being in business and the 3rd year of doing it full time. And I have no intentions of stopping. If you enjoy the stuff I make and support me in any way, whether it's liking a photo or buying something from my shop, thank you so much for the support, the love. I appreciate it. And I really hope that this story helps people remember that if you see someone doing something crazy or weird, there's a good reason for it in that person's mind of why they're doing what they're doing. Don't be afraid to pursue your passions, no matter how weird it might be or how dumb it might look. Just do it.
The worst thing to call somebody is crazy is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
じゃあね、じゃあビール飲むね。